Welcome to the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. You got Wayne, Tim, and Ethan in the building after this was a great win. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't been this excited about the Eagles in a minute. That win to me was exciting. I mean, it looked like on all aspects, it looked like the things that we kind of didn't like how Gannon coached up the defense. Like the defense was more aggressive today. Jalen Hurts was near flawless. When they gave him a shot to hit that pass down the middle, he hit
beautiful.
it. He ran when it was time to hand off to the running back to seal the deal and milk the clock. He did it. He hit all the short underneath stuff. He was this was a perfect team. The coaches called an excellent game. It was a great team win, man. And I'm excited. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little excited about that. I'm anxious to see how we go on from here.
Thank you, Brandon Stokes. I will hear of no Jalen Hurts slander tonight as well. I agree.
Here y'all go.
Because y'all was hating on my
it's not slander if he had a great. I just said he had a great game. If he has a bad game, let's keep it a bean. If he has a bad game, he has a bad game. But when he balls out like he balled out, I'm going to give him his props. He balled out tonight.
All right, let's talk about the game. I'll say tonight, very satisfied with the results. Jalen, that first half was masterful. I mean, they put on a show. All of them did. And the rest they was trying to keep them in the game so hard. I mean, with them bogus calls, those penalties that we had like three first half penalties that came back, and we still was able to get past it. Justin Jefferson, say what you want, because I thought he was I still think he's top 5 wide receiver, but Darius Slay did a number on him tonight. He did a number. He balled. I mean, I saw at least 4, maybe 5 picks that he could have had, but he ended up with 2.
Yeah. Yep.
His wife was on Twitter talking about something. Yo, you should have 4. Wait till I see you when you get home. Yo, the good game, man. I'm proud of these boys. They played well.
I agree.
Yeah, that's a great game by Hurts, man. He put the ball over the field. Whenever he wanted. He had some great touch. He threw deep balls. He actually threw some passes when he had some pressure, blitz in his face. That's what I want to see. This is what I wanted to see from Hurts, man. 11 carries. I wanted around at that most. That's what I want the most. 11 rushes for Hurts. No more than that. This was a good game. Handed the ball off. Went under center a couple times. He was seeing the field today, man. Like I ain't seen a quarterback for the Eagles see the field in years, man. He was. Yeah. He did everything he wanted today. What was it? A little bit of their defense? Maybe. I don't care. He balled. Monday night. Kirk Cousins is stealing from the league. Kirk Cousins is a thief.
He is.
What in the world did he do to get all that money, man? And every time he's in a big game, primetime game, he stinks.
Now he
said he was the worst in the primetime game. He did. Miles had 17 rushes for 80 yards.
Can we give a shout out to Devontae Smith?
Gainwell on that drop, though, man. What was he doing? Come on, catch that ball.
Yeah. I mean, and I can't even say as of right now. To me, you got the Eagles' offense looked solid last week. It just was certain things. It was certain things we felt, like they should have did more running or certain. I don't feel like Hurts forced to run this game. This game, I feel like the run came to him. I really think this is one of the best games I've seen him play. I thought he took his time. He took what they gave him. He made the right play almost every time I really can't think of a time where I'm like, oh, he messed that up. Except maybe one time he could have handed it to Miles, but he kept it. But he still got a couple yards off of it. But other than that, it really was no play in there that I thought he messed up. I thought he had almost a near perfect game.
It was a play I didn't like. I don't know if that was Hurts or coaching. It was third down. I think it seemed like a design run from Hurts, and they tried the field goal and it got blocked. Why do that? Yeah. Your quarterback cooking. Let him go ahead and pass that ball. I think it was a run to try to get him in field goal range to kick the field goal.
Right.
I do like. Going back to Devontae Smith, I like the fact that they made sure that he was involved because we didn't hear a lot from AJ Brown tonight. I think he finished with maybe
5 catches. Devontae had 7.
Yeah,
and AJ was targeted 8 times. They went to him. He made 5 catches. He was Brown was targeted 8 times. Smith was targeted 7, and Goddard was targeted 6. So he was getting the targets. It's just, and that's why I appreciate more about what I'm saying about Hurts. He didn't force it to his favorite target. He took what they gave him.
They played that zone, and he ate that zone right on up.
He did.
He ate that zone up.
He did.
But, my man, he was for the first quarter. He was 9 for 9 for 102 yards. I mean, that first quarter was spectacular.
It was.
So
yeah, this might be his coming out party, man. We'll see. Hopefully, it's his coming out.
Could
party.
be.
I love the fact that they gave Jalen Rieger. He still get booed.
See him give him the end around, try to give him the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was out there any routes. I don't know if he was out in any plays. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, hats off to Slay for bottling Jefferson up, man. Bottling him up.
I mean, listen, the defense, Sweat was out there making some noise, especially when they was trying to make the run back. And you got to give Gannon gripe the same way I give Jalen gripe when I feel like he underperforms. He balled tonight. Gannon called an excellent game tonight.
I'm going to pause on that. He called the excellent second half. The second half he played ball.
He only gave up 7 points.
But I'm just saying the first half the game could have been over in the first half. They didn't blitz Kirk Cousins at all. When they started blitzing, all of a sudden he unraveled. He completely unraveled when they blitzed him. And every time they dig on the blitz, we wound up getting an interception or a deflection.
But wasn't some of those missed interceptions coming in his first half too?
No,
didn't Slay drop? Slay ain't drop one or two in the first half.
No, that was all in the second half. Everything that we did was based off of second half pressure. When we put that pressure on there, that's when we start balling. I'm telling you.
He did.
You know, why you hating G Wood?
No, I mean, now honestly though, for real, this is the kind of defense I was expecting we should have. And I think Ephraim made the point last week. Maybe the Lions' offense ain't as bad as we thought it was, and our defense actually played well. The Lions' offense was just that good because the Lions went and spanked Wild. They was moving the ball at will against Washington.
Yeah.
So, but our defense came in, and the offense. I feel like offense and defense, we got weapons. If Jalen Hurts can play on this level, on this type level, and Minnesota was supposed to be an outstanding defensive team. Everybody was talking. They was giving them big ups to how they shut down Aaron Rodgers down and everything else. The Eagles' offense came in here and handled them. The offensive line was Jalen Hurts.
Line did good time.
Didn't he? He sat back in that pocket and he was comfortable in that pocket and he picked them apart. Like if the team could play like this, I ain't gonna get too hyped yet because then they mess around to come out next week and have me mad.
I think he played well last week. Y'all the ones that feel he didn't. This is just a continuation from how he played last week to me.
He ain't played like this last week.
Last week he played very good, and this is just a continuation, even a little better.
Yeah, he definitely was better this week. I don't think he left any plays on the field this week.
Who the Panthers trash? I mean, who Minnesota trashed last year? Was it Green Bay?
Yep. Last week, yeah.
So is Detroit better than we thought, and is Minnesota more overhyped?
I don't know.
I always thought Minnesota was a little overhyped, all because of their quarterback. I never trusted him. He's up and down. He will play well enough to win you some games, but when it comes down to it, he's not good enough to get the.
But they usually in playoff contention, though. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't been this excited for the Eagles in a minute. The way they played today, like, all right, like even last year when we played and we won that first game, I wasn't all. We won, but I still kind of felt it was fool's gold. To me, I think we actually have pieces in place, and if our quarterback can play on this type level, and our defense can play on this level, and the defensive coordinator can play like that, bruh, I mean, hey, like the announcer said, this might be the best team, definitely the best team in the NFC East, but could be one of the best teams in the NFC, if not the best, the way that they're playing right now.
We might be undefeated going to we might be undefeated going to the bye, y'all. The way it looked, we might be undefeated because we got a soft schedule. First of all,
listen, Hurts don't have a cannon.
He don't listen. Exactly. We playing in 80 degree, 70 degree weather. We playing in 70 degree weather clear, but I'm going to give him his props for what he did, but don't make it like he don't got a cannon for an arm. He don't. But they don't. But that don't mean that he can't. If he could play and do all the other things and play like a seasoned quarterback like he looked like tonight, when you got weapons around you and you could do that, who knows? I don't think Nick had a cannon of an arm, but he could pick you apart.
Listen, just because you don't have a cannon, don't mean you can't be a good quarterback. You just don't have a cannon. It's all right. You still a good quarterback.
That was a nice that touch. That pass to Quez was nice. 54 yards.
Yeah, Quez
it absolutely was.
Quez slowed up for it too, but he had a cannon.
Yeah, it was wide open.
He put it there.
But see, I'm not even. He put it there. He didn't have to. All he had to do was put it up and let him go get it, and he did it. And so that's what I'm saying. And he made the right read. That was one of them plays where it looked like he read, because I don't think that probably wasn't the first read, or he saw how the defense was set up and he saw how the play progressed and he hit him right off. He saw it from the jump. He recognized that from the jump and he went to it.
You know what I like today? What I really didn't see from Hurts, even the beginning of this year, the first game, him going through progressions. Mm-hmm. It was usually one read going. You know what I mean? You seen him sit there. It was one read. You seen him do the first game? No, you didn't.
The first game. He went through his reads.
Because matter of fact, we didn't even do as much read option tonight. If you watch the game,
he did.
Because when you do the read option, it's a quick throw and stuff or handoff. We didn't do. He was actually back there reading, going through his progressions. Because you see, he had to go through progressions. We dumping off the Sanders a couple times. But progressions to dump the ball off. They let him be a quarterback. Let the man be a quarterback. He did a good job. Great job. I just wanted to listen. It's all up from here.
How is it hate to say that? All right, hold. First of all, let's make this.
Yo, Edie Crack, what's up? He is growing.
Let's put this out there. It's a lot of people that can throw a ball 53 yards, but it's a difference in how the ball. Sometimes you got a lot of guys can chuck it up and put it up there. I'm giving Hurts props because he made the perfect play at the perfect time. He read it. He saw. I think Herb said how the safety bit on the tight end. He saw it and he read it. That's an excellent play. That's a vet quarterback type move. That was a perfect play by him. But he does not have a rocket. You got dudes walking the street that can throw 40 or 50 yards and like put it up and loft it up 30 or 40, 50 yards to somebody wide open.
It ain't hate to say the boy don't got rocket. He don't.
Exactly. Like that.
You can still stop nitpicking on the little stuff. He don't got rocket. It is what it is. But he get that ball out.
But he
got
made
that ball out.
He
was accurate tonight. He did what he had to do. Nah, man, he just don't got rocket. Can he throw the ball like Vic? No.
What was the most impressive? Do you think that game against when Vic had against Washington 10 years ago?
It was yeah. I want to see her throw more touchdowns, man. I do want to see him throw more touchdowns, though.
I do too. But which one did you like the best? What performance did you like, the Jalen's or Mike Vick's?
Oh, that Vic joint was that.
Oh, you talking about Vic and Watson when he came out from the jump and he just flicked the ball and it went downfield to DJ?
I do like the Vic performance better. That joint was, but Jalen balled out tonight. I gotta give him his props.
He balled out. Yeah, he balled out.
Jalen to me is a little bit more of a smarter player than Vic too. Vic would just keep taking hits after hit, and he refused to slide.
Vic didn't have coaching. Once we saw Vic when he came here and he had Andy Reid coaching him, you saw Vic play like a quarterback. But that being said, that offensive line was getting him lit up.
The division is ours to lose. The division is ours to lose. I think Dallas and Giants play next week, so that's one of them going to take an L. Another L. Either Dallas going to get another L or the Giants going to get their first L. Division's ours to lose. So we play Washington next week, I think. We should win that game. I think ain't they defensive end still out?
Yeah, I think he's still out. I forget his name. But look, y'all concerned that AJ Brown went into that blue tent? To me, he didn't seem like he was.
Didn't Slay go on the tent? Didn't Slay sit out too?
Yeah, Slay got hurt.
Yeah, but Slay's foot was hurt before he got the pick. Remember, they was going to take him out, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna stay in." Then he got the pick. So, I think it might have been a matter of. I will see when the report comes out, but I think it might have been a lot of caution. I mean, he was up. Go ahead.
T Noise was saying, "Calm down. It's only one game." Now he talking about he think this team might be it. Was you the same one that said that? I scroll back through these comments. He talking about we getting too hype over one game. Was that him that said that? Now he's saying his team might be it. T-Noise, I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
check
saying that the team.
that
Listen,
comment.
the team look.
Check that
The
comment.
team looked good. They looked good in spots last week, but it just wasn't.
Oh, no.
And I think that's one of the things that we was talking about too. Is maybe if they would have played a little bit more in the preseason, they would have came out and had all the rest knocked out and would have came out, put a performance like this the first week. But we won the first game on the road against a team that evidently ain't as bad as we might have thought they was. But listen, you gotta get the Eagles the props. Listen, if Tampa Bay came out and smoked a team that was supposed to be a good team and was doing this, that, and other, everybody be all hype on Tampa Bay. Oh yeah, they about to do it again. So get the Eagles their props. The Eagles. That being said, they got to be consistent. Nick Sirianni got to make sure that he's still coaching. I thought he called an excellent game. I thought that the defensive coordinator called a good game. They still got to do it. They got to do it again.
You know what? With that being said, when T-Noise, my bad, you said, is it too early to have stars in our eyes? We look real good. Nope, it's not too early.
Not in football, it ain't.
D-line though, D-line, they still not. They still got to show me something. They still got to show me something. It seemed like we needed blitzes to get pressure. They still got to show me something.
But no, what they doing? They got Hassan Reddick out and like. They don't have him on the line.
I seen that. Why? He's a rusher. He should rush the quarterback every time in the game.
That don't make sense to me. Like, why you got him in coverage? Like, he's a specialist as being a rusher. But that's what they kept doing. And then if you notice, when they put him back on the line, he got that pressure. He was all up in the face. So maybe Jonathan Gann is learning on the job. I don't know. But right now, I think he's playing Hassan Reddick incorrectly.
I mean, I think maybe what he needs to do is trust that secondary. You got 3 guys back there that are at least 3 guys. I like the whole secondary. I think they upgraded the secondary tremendously. I don't know why the guy's name is slipping my not Slay.
Bradbury.
Bradbury. It seems like he all over the place and active. Then you got Slay over there active. Then you got Maddox coming in there playing physical and like. We got a solid secondary. Like even the safeties was making solid plays and stuff. So if that D line, I agree what Ethan's saying about the D line, and somebody else said that too about the D line. Herb. If that D line can ball, even with blitzing, if you can disrupt the passing game with the blitz and run game with the blitz, I think our secondary is good enough where they could cover that.
I mean, Maddox from the corner blitz is sick. It's crazy because he like to hit.
We was getting cover sacks, like when he fumbled.
Yeah, a couple of them. Yeah,
and what's the name? Was celebrating our tackle. He's celebrating while the defensive lineman still could have got him a ran, but that's neither here nor there. But
I agree with
Cox. Listen, we need to get more rush out our front four though. We need to get more rush or look to bring somebody that can give us because right now we have no push out that front four. I don't know what's going on with that front four.
I don't see why you play. But here's the thing: why
you ain't gonna to blitz every quarterback like that?
Why you keep rushing forward though? Especially if they leaving 6 and 7.
You can't blitz every play. Your front four has to get pressure sometimes.
It's not like 30 or 40%.
Listen, they put the stat up and they said the Eagles blitzed Kirk Cousins 12 times and he went 2 for 10. In those 12 times. So they blitzed him 12. That's a lot of blitzes. Yeah, that's just the ones that they blitzed when he was passing. So I like Ethan saying, you don't just come out and blitz every play. You gotta be tactical with it.
Every play. We one of
the plays we got pressure was blitzes, and the ones we got sacks, he had to hold the ball. So it was like a cover sack. But
that's what defenses do though.
Yeah, but I would like we have no you see what Michael Parsons do? Won't have that. Won't have that. I mean, will we have?
Well, everybody don't get that kind of play.
Say that. Will we have every?
We don't blitz enough. We don't blitz enough.
No, but I still think that D line got to give us more, man. That's all. I think they got to give us more. But we'll see.
I mean, I hear you with that, but it's like at some point, that's just like with Jalen. Like, is other stuff I would like him to do, but if he could play like this, I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's good. So sometimes you're not going to have. It's very rare you have everything on that team. Like you're missing something. So if that's the case, and you're just telling me because I saw the linebackers was actually making tackles today. It was nice to see. Edwards was actually making. Dalvin Cook didn't make that much noise. I don't feel like, we coming in, we was thinking he was going to just be dashing and running all over.
We did good against the run. We did real good against the run tonight.
To me, you
hit that like button if y'all out here like listening to us. Hit that like button for us.
To me, you win in the trenches. In that O-line, keeping Jalen safe, and that D-line. Remember, was it last year's Super Bowl when Tampa Bay D-line was all over Mahomes, my homeboy? That D-line was eating.
That was 2 years ago.
Who was last year? The Rams? That was the Rams.
Rams.
Rams D-line.
Aaron Donald.
I'm just saying, you win in the trenches.
Yo, I ain't gonna front, but the Bills look for real too, though.
They do.
They had a player get hurt. They say he bent his neck backwards.
Who got hurt?
A boy from Bills in the Bills game. That Bills game.
It wasn't a quarterback, was it?
No, the quarterback was fine.
Yeah, yo, they held Dalvin Cook. They held Cook to 6 carries for 17 yards.
I'm impressed because was it Swift? They let go crazy like that on him?
Yep.
And James Harden was like, the first Eagles game was lit. Keep balling, bro.
He better just come in shape.
He got a game ball from me too. So what y'all think? What's it?
I'm ready for Washington.
I'm ready for that thing. We should handle Washington. As long as I don't want the Eagles to get big heads about it. If they come in and keep grinding and doing what they got to do, I think coming into this, I think we all said we see where they upgraded their talent, the talent levels on the team.
We probably be in the power rankings. We probably move up to like the top 4 or 5 teams.
Yeah,
they should. They should.
The boy Colin Carter, he said, "I'm convinced me I'm wrong. Eagles are the best looking team in the NFC. Totally impressive, both sides. That's the thing. Both sides of the ball. If you look at both sides of the ball, we was very impressive. That's the thing.
I know it's early, but I wasn't that impressed with Tampa Bay. I know it's early. Nobody else really impressed me. Green Bay not impressing me. Tampa not impressing me. New Orleans not impressing me. Right now we looking like the best team in the NFC.
Yeah.
How y'all think we're gonna do against Carson Wentz on Sunday? I mean, that's the tough. He still could throw touchdowns.
He also could
throw some picks.
Yeah, I'm about to say he could throw some picks too.
Some reason Wentz picks be crazy though. His picks be the one. His picks be like the one Hurts through the night. But it went back for 6. It would have went back for 6.
I even forgot that. I forgot he even threw that because I didn't even put that. I ain't even put that on Hurts. I forgot he even had the interception. That's a shame too. That's a shame because that marred his QB rating a little bit. But no, and that was not on him.
Goddard, he be having a lot of untimely drops, and he had one again today. I need Goddard to chill out. And like, if that ball get to you, if it touch your hand, you get that ball. I mean, fortunately, I don't think it hurt us too bad.
No, he got the penalty on the next play and got first down.
Yeah.
But he got to catch that. It wasn't a tough catch. He had to go up in the air. He still got to catch that.
8 epic plays. This my thing about, especially like the Eagles. I think they have weapons. I don't think that you go into a game worrying about how many touches people get. I think you go in there and you take what they give you. And when you got enough weapons, it's like if somebody open and that's the play and that's the read and that's it, then go with it. I hate when teams get caught up with like one guy is like supposed to be the best receiver, so you're just like, oh, I gotta force it to him. No, don't. If you got it, whereas the other guys gonna make the plays. Now, if the other guy's not making the plays or whatever, then and you gotta, if the game dictates that you gotta keep trying to force it to the one guy, that's different. But to me, you got enough weapons on this team where you don't gotta force it, and that's why I give Jalen the utmost props today. He didn't force it to anybody. He took what they gave him.
But you still want to keep your stars engaged. It felt like that.
But he did.
It felt like that pass to Devontae on first. It was purpose. It was purposely done. Like, we ain't forget about you. You still gonna be in the game, and then it just opened up from there. But you still want your stars engaged because you're going.
By the first quarter, he had 6 different receivers.
Mm-hmm.
He got everybody involved by the end of the first quarter. So he understood last week. But again, the way the Detroit defense was coming at him, and he had his playmaker, I could understand why he was going to AJ. To me, that made sense. And AJ they couldn't stop him.
Right.
Detroit might be a better team than Minnesota.
Well, we'll know because aren't they in the same division?
Yep. Yeah, they are still, aren't they? They didn't switch that. I remember they switched stuff up a couple years ago. They should be. The black and blue division.
Another another middle of the pack team.
Who's that?
Minnesota.
Yeah. That's what Minnesota do though. Minnesota. That's why, like Tim was telling us when he was saying earlier in the chat, and he was talking about how what's his name, Kirk Cousins on what you say in the prime time, he don't show up.
I know y'all was like, no, it don't mean nothing.
No, I don't think nobody said. I think you just said it. Ain't nobody really respond to you with it, but I agree. Yeah, I don't think nobody responded to it.
2 and 10, so he don't show up. He don't show up.
Another thing. Miles Sanders stayed in the whole game and got the ball 7. He got 17 handoffs. Yeah. And how many catches he got? And he got 3. So he touched the ball 20 times.
Yeah. And remember that run?
Hard too.
Remember that run? The one when he was going to break it outside, then he hit the hezzy and then cut it back up inside and broke it out and got that first down off of it. Remember that was one of the plays went outside. Yeah, he would kept running outside trying to bust the speed out there. But
yeah. Yo, it seemed like our offensive line, they got a lot of penalties too, by the way. They got a whole lot of penalties. They kept getting down the field, but they love to run block, man. They love run block.
I was telling you that before. They do. Most offensive linemen do because you get to hit somebody.
Yeah.
Right. It's you get to hit instead of waiting to get hit.
Yeah. And they once they get, especially when we kept doing it a lot in the second half, they was eating them up.
I agree, Herbert. He did have time. So next time with Washington, look at that next game and start blitzing more. So you're gonna see different things like that coming at Hurts, and I want to see how he deals with them and how he adapts. A couple times I did see him when he started to run, he did look down the field a little bit. That's what I want to see him do more instead of just straight up running when it's 3rd and 15. Sometimes you can look down the field and pick up that first down.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he had an outstanding game today. I like I said, I really don't. I can't see anything to say that it was a flaw with him today. You know what I'm saying? That was about as perfect as a quarterback could play.
Game. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you saying most of the penalties on the RPOs. So you trying to blame Jalen?
Yeah. So if that's the case, that is on Jalen.
Well, that's it.
And Ethan made a point too. They got up under. They seemed like they did a little bit more under center. I saw everything. Yeah, a little bit. They went up under center a little bit.
And they let Hurlin. They let Jalen.
Hurlin.
I'll combine two names.
Yeah.
They let Jalen go through progressions. It wasn't all RPO every play. RPO went through progression. Yeah. I like to see that. They're bringing him along. So
yeah,
that's a good sign.
What was Wayne saying?
I got an echo.
What I was saying about what?
Something. He's just a guy that's been coached his whole life. He can't get no better. I think this is it. This was all you were saying.
Yeah, he had a good game. He's had other good games before. Didn't he play a ball out against Detroit last year?
He did.
A game. And then he had some other games where he hit clunkers. At this point, we just need to see the consistency. If he can give, that's why I said, if he gives me this consistently give me this, I don't care about his arm, how strong his arm is. And if he gives me this consistently and gives it to me when that northeastern wind starts whipping around in the playoffs, because right now we keep playing like this, we're looking at a home field game. You know what I'm saying? And you know how that them winners could get up here. You know that wind could get whipping in the northeast.
But I think y'all discount our running, that running attack that we have. That's for that nor'easter. That running, we were the best. We was the best running team last year. And then, like they said, with Jalen Shaw, you see that Russian touchdown that he had? He dragged the ball.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did.
He did. It's a nice run.
But to Ethan's point, that kind of stuff, when you dictate the run early on and you get to wearing on them defenses, now it's not them teeing off on Hurts as much, even when he does run. You know what I'm saying? Because you beating them down some too. You wear them down some. So I just thought it was a perfect execution tonight by the Eagles on every facet. Even special teams, like like when we get the punt returns and stuff like that. Like I actually sit up and think, like for a couple years, it was just like we get a punt return and you just like just fair catch it, please, just fair catch it. Like now it's like I'm still, you know what I mean? Like like the boy did a little juking around, running around. Like I used to be nervous whenever Rieger or whoever they put back started. You worried something gonna go wrong. But I just feel confident in every aspect of the ball. The way that they played today, if they could do this, who knows what could happen.
Yeah, I know your boy Boston Scott got in there. He did a little bit. So I want him to get a little bit more touches. I kind of want to see that boy that we got from San Francisco that played with Jalen. I want him to get into the game. See what he got.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see.
Yep. But yeah, that was it. So I'm happy. I'm cool.
Oh, I am too. You know how I go when they win and it's a good win. You sit there, you feel good the whole week. Yeah. Now, you know what I'm saying? You don't mind here. You might even listen to what a couple of the national pundits had to say now.
Yeah,
it's like
you know, Adam Schefter with all these boys. Even the boy Troy Aikman was giving Jalen his props. He was like, "Yo, he might be a franchise quarterback."
Hey Herb, our special teams may not do a lot of return yards and kickoff yardage, but I don't feel scared to death that we're going to turn it over or do something dumb. Like we had guys back there that would do the most boneheaded things and put our offense in bad positions. So I just, at least now they look like a well-coached team today. That's what they look like.
Yep.
Before we get out of here, what do y'all think about the games from last night? Because it was like a lot of them ended like crazy.
Yo, that
what do y'all think about the games?
That Raiders game was probably the craziest. And that Miami,
that Arizona game was.
Yeah, that Raiders Arizona game.
Oh yeah, that was them.
Miami came back on Baltimore. It was some exciting games that popped off.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you had Cleveland and the Jets went 31-30.
I kind of felt bad though for Lamar because Lamar Jackson played phenomenal. Ain't nobody really talking about his game, but up until they came back,
he did. He got hit that touchdown. You don't need field goals. He had the tight end just overthrew him. You need touchdowns.
Yeah, but he threw 3 touchdowns and ran for 1. So I mean,
look at Herbert. We'll see. Overall, basketball in a couple weeks.
We start numbers. I know we got next week. They in training camp. That's why Harden's probably here. Training camp start next week, 29th. Well, at least that's when on media day. But y'all, it's late. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, me too.
But we got that win. I'm very happy. We'll be back after the game on Sunday. We got a early
1 o'clock game Sunday.
1 o'clock game against Washington. So we'll see. Is the return? Is this home or away?
I don't know.
I wonder if this is the return or when. So we're going to be on the road. But in any case, we'll see them in the link. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching.
It's at Washington. Next week is at Washington.
Okay. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification button. We're gonna see you on the next podcast. We out.
All right. Peace.